Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review, and today it's on a Nickelodeon TV movie from 2008, and that is I Go to Japan. So I Go to Japan is basically the TV movie based on the Nickelodeon TV show iCarly. Now, the plot of I Go to Japan is basically where you got the iCarly gang, like Carly, Sam, Freddie, and Spencer. And of course, the iCarly gang are invited to go to Japan, like Tokyo, Japan. They're all invited to go to Japan after being nominated for the iWeb Awards. And so once they get nominated, that it's like they're already nominated because they get nominated for at the iWeb Awards, and they also have they also get a chance to perform a sketch live on stage. So, but before they go on the Japan trip, they perform a sketch on the iCarly web show, and then of course when their trip starts, they have to skydive into Tokyo, where they have to jump off a plane, of course, and of course skydive. And sometime after they get to Japan, like they end up getting separated, and then of course later, as the film progresses, then they eventually make it to the iWeb Awards, and then of course of course they also win the award for the iWeb Awards, and then at the very end, like they return to the United States, but then of course in order to get there, it appears to be they're on like a fishing boat, and like in order to get back to the United States at the end. So that's pretty much the plot of I Go to Japan. Now, what do I think of it? I remember watching this movie like way back in like 2009 or 2010, like a couple years after it came out in 2008. And for what it is, I kind of like I Go to Japan. I think I Go to Japan is a great iCarly movie, in my opinion. Yeah. Because it's basically like a TV movie special, of course. I mean, I call this a movie, of course. Like I call I Go to Japan a movie, just like how I call Blue's Clues, Blue's Big Musical a movie, since it's called Blue's Big Musical movie, of course. But but I think a few years ago, I used to call I Go to Japan like a special episode. I mean, it's kind of like an episode a little, like it follows the same events as the show, but to me, but now that I think of it, I call I Go to Japan like a movie. Yeah, because it kind of does feel like a movie, of course, because of the running time and all that stuff. But yeah, because I thought the humor in the movie is pretty good and very hilarious from what you expect from iCarly. That's based on the show iCarly, and the acting's really good too. Like Miranda Cosgrove is great as Carly Shay, like Miranda Cosgrove, and Jeanette McCurdy as Sam, and of course, and yeah. Yeah, like Jeanette McCurdy and Jeanette McCurdy and Miranda Cosgrove, they do really good. Even Jerry Trainer's very hilarious as Spencer. And of course, Freddie Benson is like my favorite character from the show iCarly as well. Same with this movie too. Yeah, and also another fun fact, like I kind of learned that I also learned that the actress I learned that the actress who played Freddie's mom on the show and in this movie, I learned that it's like the same actress who was on that Disney show Bunked, and she was also the voice of Alice the zookeeper on the Penguins of Madagascar when that show was also on Nickelodeon too. Pretty interesting. But yeah, so the acting in this movie is really good, just like the show itself, and so overall, I Go to Japan is a great iCarly movie, and I'm gonna give I Go to Japan 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, or even better, 4.5 out of 5 stars. That's my best rating I can give I Go to Japan. Yeah, that's my best rating for I Go to Japan. So if you haven't seen iCarly yet, and if you're a fan of these types of shows like Drake and Josh, then I recommend iCarly. And if you haven't seen this movie, I Go to Japan, yet, then I say give it a watch. Yeah, I recommend it. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on I Go to Japan. And so that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it. It's okay. All right. Bye, guys.